Hey guys, what's up? Cheese Pie Double 13 here. Welcome back to another awesome, fantastic, freaking amazing episode of the Cheese Pie Double 13 podcast. Welcome. It's a new year, 2017. We made it this far as a human race, and we should be proud of ourselves. Good job. We made it this far. Of course, there's terrible things going on out in the world. Donald Trump's president. Things are terrible. Racist, sexist, homophobic people exist in this world. And, it's terrible. But, we made it this far. All the people who are alive now, they're alive still. Except for the few people that died in those 2 seconds between when I said all the people that were alive and when I said that they're still alive. But that is the name of a Portal song to completely divert that tangent on going off on how terrible the human race is. That was weird. I don't know why I said that. Maybe there's some freaking subconscious stuff going on about me hating the human race, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. We're here. We're in a little bubble called the Cheese Pie Double 13 podcast bubble, where for the next however long I talk, you can see in the timeline how long that will be. You don't have to worry about anything else going on in the world, unless your house catches on fire and you're inside it right now. You should probably pause the podcast, deal with the fire, and then come back and listen, because you don't want to miss out on some intense things that I'm going to discuss today that I don't even know I'm going to discuss, because I don't have much of a plan for this episode. I've got a few things in mind that I wish to talk about, but that's, things are happening, and I'm going to talk about them. Maybe I won't talk about the things I want to talk about, and maybe I'll just keep this tangent of just talking about what I'm going to talk about for the rest of the episode and never actually get to talking about what I'm saying I'm going to talk about, and that'll just be the episode, and basically all that build up to nothing. So stay tuned all the way till the end, because whew, it's gonna be a doozy. That word I remember from Breaking Bad. So if you've seen Breaking Bad and you know why I said doozy, right? You don't know why I said that because you're not in my mind, but that's whatever. Man, I'm confused. I'm going on. This is not starting out to be a very good new year now, is it? But yeah, okay. So what's been happening with me? I've been off school for a while now. I guess. Yeah. In 2000, Christmas happened. My birthday happened. New Year's happened. Things happened, and things are about to happen where I'm about to go back to school, and that's going to be great. And school is once again probably the reason I decided to record this podcast right now, because there's stuff I could be doing to, get ready for that next year. There's like an ongoing project that I could be working on right now, and I've been working on it a bit, but when there's things that need to be done, and when there's procrastination is an option, I will always turn to procrastination. So that's why I'm making this awesome freaking episode of Cheese Pie Double 13 podcast, CP podcast. And you know what? Even though I might be procrastinating, hopefully you at home, while you're listening to this, you're doing some hard, intense work, getting stuff done, hustling, getting work done, building up your career, trying to ride up the ranks at whatever corporation you work at, or maybe starting out your own business, maybe getting that secret baby formula, that you've been working hard on, trying to perfect the ingredients in it. Maybe you had a bit too much pureed spinach in there. Maybe you needed some peas, more peas, maybe some pumpkin in there. You know, maybe you found the perfect ratio of all these ingredients to create the perfect baby formula to then sell to all the babies across the world. You do, like, you know, usually you target the parents, right? Because they're going to be the ones buying it. But with the way the future's heading now, kids are getting credit cards and cell phones earlier and earlier. Soon, you know, you're going to be born, and like right outside, right once you come out of the womb, there's going to be a salesman there trying to sell you their latest MasterCard. And you know what? Babies, they're the next. I think they're going to be the next, like, main audience for marketers to attack, basically. So, you know, basically, you make your baby formula, you'll send it out to all the babies. It's going to have the perfect ratio of freaking nutrients to taste to just everything combined. It's just going to make these super babies. It's going to turn all the babies in the world into super babies. And basically, we are going to have a new freaking human race 2.0, all built from these super babies who ate this amazing, freaking awesome, delicious baby food that you created yourself. And through your expertise in entrepreneurship, you will have saved the human race. And all those terrible things that I talked about earlier will all be gone, and the world will become perfect because of the super babies and because of your amazing baby food. So yeah, this, you know what, 2017, I think it's going to be the year where super babies are born, because one of my dedicated, hardworking, hustling, nice person as well, freaking amazing, selfless, perseverance to the max, honest, insightful, confident viewer that watches my podcasts made some baby food. And it's going to be great. And I'm just, you know, really, really hopeful for the future and what it may hold. Oh my God, what's happening to me? I took that bit a little too far. I'll say that. I'll admit that I took it a little too far. But I think, you know what, this year is going to be filled with me just taking things too far and not apologizing for it. Because I don't apologize for that. You came to my video for some random content because I'm just random and sporadic with videos I make. So you weren't expecting anything. You're just like, oh, you're going to click it, like clicking on my video. It's like a nice little surprise. You don't know what's going to happen, right? And that happened. That whole freaking rant about baby food and super babies. Super babies? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Nothing, because I am the perfect human being. I was a super baby, and yeah, not a baby anymore. I'm actually quite old now. Not as old as some people I know, but you know, we can't all be youthful like me. But yeah, that was an interesting story I told there. Moving on from that, let's go into video games. Segue. Okay, so Christmas happened, right? So obviously, video games. What have I been playing? Let me check, because I'm trying to remember. I know the game I've been playing now, but there's been some games I've been. I guess probably the game I played a lot before Christmas. After I finished exams, but before Christmas, I played a lot of Doom. I think I have like 1 or 2 more chapters in that. I should finish that off soon, but that's a fun game in doses, because it's like Doom is just really a freaking high action velocity. You know, you're just killing monster devils, uh, like whatever, just like nonstop with super heavy freaking heavy metal playing in the background, and like it's fun while it lasts, but man, can it go on a like I can only take so much of that high intensity action before my brain turns to mush. So I usually play like one chapter at a time. Like I play one chapter a day and it's like, okay, I have my fix of Doom for the day. I'm good for the rest of the day. So yeah, I've been playing Doom. That's been pretty fun. What else have I been doing? I think other than that, I think that's really the only like, huh. This will be the only real game I've been playing. Oh, although I did get a new cell phone over the break, which I bought for myself because I deserve it. Because I'm a hardworking individual who freaking went through a freaking terrible semester of school. So I bought myself a phone. Maybe not because of all that, but just like I needed a new phone. Contract had expired for quite a while, and I needed a new mobile device because my iPhone 5 was getting old. So I switched. I went to the dark side, as some of you might say, but I've switched from my iPhone to an Android phone, and so far it's been pretty good. I got no complaints. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of people say Android is so much better, or whatever. I like the added customizability, customizable, like freaking words, customizability. I'm gonna say it that way because it sounds cooler, and also I can't say it the regular way. Don't judge. Just because I cannot pronounce things all the time doesn't mean. Okay, I might be stupid, but that's fine. Um, yeah, I don't know. I like customizability is pretty good. That's fun. I'm glad you can have widgets on your freaking home screen, which is cool and stuff. But I don't know. Overall, it's not that big of a jump. Like people on both sides that say, "Oh my goodness, Android is so much better. Oh my goodness, iOS is so much better." It's pretty much the same as any other like big conflicting battle, like the PS4 versus Xbox One, or Apple versus Windows, Mac versus PC, whatever. It's like they're pretty similar, really. Like it's just a matter of like what you like better. I gotta admit, one of the annoying things about switching to Android is I don't got iMessage anymore, so everyone sees my messages as green now. So, yeah, whatever. It's not like people use the send receipts anyway. They turn that off as soon as they can because they don't want to know. Don't want the other people to know that you're actually freaking completely ignoring them. But yeah, that's new phone. I was talking about games, and I've been playing a few games on my new phone just because it's new, and I like messing with. Who doesn't? Like whenever you got a new gadget, you like freaking overuse it. Like I was like the battery on this phone, like it's the Google Pixel. If you didn't know, it's the smaller version, the Google Pixel in black. In case you need to know exactly what phone I got, in case that really mattered to you. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I've been playing games. I've been overusing it. Like everyone, like when you get a new gadget, you obviously overuse it, right? Because it's like, oh, it's a new shiny thing, gotta play with it as much as possible. And so the battery is actually pretty good. I ran out a lot of the battery a lot of the time because I was using it so much. And like on an average day, I wouldn't use it that much. But yeah, so I've been playing some games. What I'm trying to say. And one of the games I've been playing was Hitman Go, which is not at all like a Hitman game, although it's based on it. And it's made with Unity, apparently. Cool. It's basically just a puzzle game where you take out guys by sliding around a little a little. It's almost like a board game sort of, although it's one player, single player. Whatever. It's interesting. It's hard to explain, but it's a puzzle game from the using the Hitman universe or whatever. It's cool. I think I got it free in a Humble Bundle. I just was never able to play it because I didn't have an Android phone, but now I do, so I'm playing that. And there's this other game called Citus, which I've played a bit of. Like I was looking, like, do you guys remember the old, you guys as in people are actually watching this. Do you guys remember, like the old Tap Tap Revenge games? It's kind of like, it's kind of like Guitar Hero, but rock, or like it's kind of like Guitar Hero or Rock Band, right? Where it's like gotta press the notes at the right time, but uses the touch screen, and because that's what a freaking phone has as the input. I found this game called, like I was looking, like they have a new Tap Tap Revenge game. A new Tap Tap, I forget what's Tap Tap Revived or whatever. I don't know. Like I tried out that game because I wanted like a rhythm game for my phone because I don't know, I like rhythm games. I like I'm really good with like beats and stuff. Maybe it's because I like math or whatever. I don't know. I did band in school and high school, so whatever. But what I was saying is that I got this app called Citus because Tap Tap Revenge, like I felt like one thing that could really ruin a rhythm game is when like the notes that you play don't really match up with what the beat is in the song, right? It doesn't really feel like you're playing any of the instruments. It's just kind of, oh, there's a sound here, gonna play that. So Tap Tap Revenge didn't really nail it with the notes playing at the right times and stuff. And it wasn't that fun. So I deleted that and I looked for other ones and I found this game called Citus, which it's a bit different. It doesn't have like the 3 notes at the bottom or whatever. It's kind of weird to explain. A lot of things are hard to explain when you don't have visuals, when you're making a freaking podcast where you only have audio. But basically, you have this line that moves up and down the screen. And basically, notes appear like on different positions on the screen, and when the line passes over it, you have to press on the notes and stuff. It's the same thing as like rhythm. You gotta tap in the right location at the same time, but also instead of just tapping, sometimes you have to tap and drag in different regions and stuff. But that's cool and stuff. But what they really nailed was like the notes and the timing of the notes and when to play them, and it feels like you're actually playing along to a song, which I really like. So yeah, that's I've been enjoying that. I've been playing some of the songs of that. It's free, but every time you play a new song, you gotta wait like through a 15-second ad or whatever, which is annoying. So I may end up like actually spending money and getting rid of those ads, or I may not. I don't know. I don't usually spend money on apps, or like really any game. Like it's hard for me to buy microtransactions and stuff. I know other people get into it and stuff, but for me, it's just like I couldn't be bothered. If there's a free way to do it, I'm gonna go with the free way, even if it requires a lot of grinding or a lot of patience. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I like the game. Maybe I want to support the developers and buy their paid version or whatever. But yeah, good game. Other than that, I've got freaking Star Wars Card Trader downloaded on here. You know who you are if you're listening. Freaking why I have Star Wars Card Trader. I think I've been keeping up with the daily bonuses. Let me check. I'm just opening it up now. It also opens up a lot faster than on my iPhone 5, which is nice. Yeah, I got mine for today. Oh boy, I'm almost at 6 million credits. if you play Star Wars Card Trader, you know that you get like a decent amount of credits every day, but sometimes, well, I guess I'm not the average person because in the beginning I used to buy some packs every day with the credits I got, card packs, because it's basically a card collecting game. But now, like, I've realized there's really there's only one character in the Star Wars universe that I want cards from, and that is Max Rebo. Okay? So if there's a frickin' Max Rebo, I'm gonna get that Max Rebo. If I remember and if I check the updates regularly enough, because there's been Max Rebos that I missed, and I'm sad about that. But I've got nearly 6 million credits to go ham on some packs that have Max Rebos in it, so I'm gonna do that sometime eventually, maybe. Yeah, other than that, yeah, that's my phone. It's cool. Yeah, it's a good phone. I've been enjoying it so far. Haven't used it for school yet, because I haven't had school since I got it. But it should be a good phone for school as well. Maybe it's got a calendar on it, and I'll put my courses in there, and that's basically all I need. So yeah, good for me. Good for me. What else? What else did I want to talk? Oh yeah, the game that I've actually been playing now, and the game I actually bought with some of the I got some Steam cards for Christmas, so I bought a video game with that. I still have a bit left over, which I'm gonna save in case any cool games come out this year, or Steam sales in the future, whatever. But The Witcher 3, I bought The Witcher 3, and sorry, my throat is a little weird here. One sec, I'll come back and we'll talk about some Witcher 3. And I am back. Time to talk about The Witcher 3. I just ate some cauliflower there. It was pretty delicious. But time to talk about The Witcher 3. Witcher 3, so far, it's been pretty good. It's been a pretty good game. I've been thoroughly enjoying it so far. It's kind of like the way I described it is it's kind of like Skyrim in a way, where you got quests to do and stuff to do around the world and dungeons to go in and stuff. But the thing that's different is that it's not super janky and doesn't have a bunch of bugs in it, and it actually looks really nice graphically. That is, which it's kind of weird because when you play a Skyrim or you play Fallout, they have that sort of that classic Bethesda feel of being a bit buggy and feeling kind of older, like the engine isn't really where you'd expect it to be. At least with Fallout 4, in today's age, you expect the graphics to be a bit better and stuff. But The Witcher, that delivers on that. It's like, you want to go inside a house, no load screen. You just literally just walk inside the house. You want to go into a dungeon, most of the time no load screen. Sometimes there is. Between certain parts, especially in the story, there's been some load screens, but they haven't been long. When you're already in the game, they're not very long. Like the initial load into the game, it's a bit of time, but once you're in, not very long load screens, which is quite nice. I like that, the seamless transitions. Feels like an open world, although it's not like an entirely open world. There's also fast traveling. Like, it's basically a collection of smaller open worlds, which you can fast travel between, which is cool and stuff. Yeah, the sword fighting is actually kind of interesting, and it was a bit hard to get used to at the beginning, but I think like the dodge mechanic is the thing you want to really focus on, because if you get them dodges in, you could do a dodge and then attack, a dodge and then attack, and that's like perfect strat. At least for me anyway, because I'm a master at dodging. Not gonna lie, can't lie about that. But yeah, Witcher 3. Let's see, I can tell you how. I am about 10 hours in, and so far it's been pretty good. Heard it's like a 100-hour game. I hope I can last for the whole 100 hours plus the extra like 50 hours for the DLC. But I'm in for it. So far, fingers crossed I'll be able to keep it up when I go to school and stuff. But yeah, that's been a fun time. That's been a good time. Just another side thing I want to mention. I got a Rubik's Cube. You could probably hear me shuffling with it now. It's a 2x2 because I already have a 3x3, a 4x4, and a 5x5. So I got that Rubik's Cube for Christmas. It's funny how I'm getting the easiest Rubik's Cube last, but glad I got it. Add that to the collection of stuff I actually want to own, because there's a lot of stuff in my room which I'm just like, why do I have this? I should just get rid of it. But I don't. Eventually I will. Eventually I'll have to get rid of a lot of stuff if I'm going to move on. Get my own place. Start up my own life. You know? Have a family. Yeah. That's... oh man. I'm not ready for that. Freaking 23 years old. I'm not ready for that kind of business. Who knows, maybe eventually, but whatever. I'm not here to discuss my life with you guys, okay? I'm trying to make an entertaining podcast, and apparently starting a family is something I want to talk about. Not really, but whatever. So what else is there to freaking talk about in this world? Besides super babies and video games. Because those are the two prime things that I knocked those off the list. You can check those off. I guess I could talk about freaking New Year's resolutions. That's actually one of the things I want to talk to you about. I think that's the main thing that I'm like, oh, what's something I could talk about? New Year's resolutions. Let's talk about that. Because I have an interesting, at least I think it's interesting point of view now on New Year's resolutions, which I didn't have last year. I actually, kind of, thought about New Year's resolutions and stuff, and I kind of came up with like this new perspective on it. So I'm going to share that with you guys right now. Oh boy. So basically, my New Year's resolution this year does not exist. I don't have one. I don't have no New Year's resolutions. You might be saying, oh, you probably don't have one because all your other ones failed. Well, I can't say I ever really had any really strong New Year's resolutions previous years. Probably before it was like, oh, be more outgoing or try new stuff or whatever, the freaking lame stuff. There was never actually like an actual set goal, which some people have. I think exercising was probably one of them in previous years or whatever. But I think that, for me anyway, remember, this is just for me. This might, like, the way I'm thinking, might not work for you, because I've discovered, like, the way I think is quite different than a lot of people think. And it's good to know that. Whatever you're thinking, just know that, a lot of people probably disagree with the way you think, or don't think in the same way. So, if you're ever, giving someone advice or telling someone this is the way things should be done, just know that you could be wrong. You could be very, very wrong about that. Or you may be right about it for yourself, and for someone else, it could not work at all. So just know that. Just know that, keep sharing advice. Of course, if you find something that works for you, maybe it might work for other people. But just know that anything that works for you, or any freaking societal norms, they're not, they're not for everyone. And not everyone has to agree. Or not everyone's mind has to work the same way. So, that was weird. Went on a weird tangent there. Back to New Year's resolutions. Why I don't have one? Well, my point of view is that New Year's resolutions are basically, they're setting a plan, right? You're setting a plan to do something during the year. And I found for myself that having a plan, having something that you tell yourself you're going to do and that you must do just adds freaking stress to your life. There's really like other, like say you're gonna exercise. You tell yourself you're gonna exercise every day during the week. Every morning you're gonna exercise, right? That's like a lot of pressure, right? Like basically the night before you're going to exercise the next morning, you're probably going to stress and it's like, okay, I got to wake up tomorrow morning and I got to exercise. I got to make sure I do that. I got to make sure I do that. But the thing is, any plan you make to do in the future is only as good as your ability to actually follow that plan in the moment when the time comes. Like you could tell yourself all you want, like, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I got this big plan. We're going to do this, and this, and then do this, and as everything's going to be perfect. But if tomorrow, when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I don't really feel like doing that. And you waste your whole day watching anime on Netflix or on Crunchyroll, then what the frick? Why even have the plan in the first place, right? Because now maybe you were stressed out a bit about it beforehand and trying to get yourself to do it in the first place. And then, when you don't end up following through with the plan, you just feel bad about yourself, right? What's the point in that? So basically what I'm thinking, and I hope this works for me, and I think it will. I think like maybe it won't work as fast as I hope to, but my plan is to get better at making good decisions in the moment. Like instead of telling myself, okay, every morning I must exercise, it's going to stress me out, I know I'm not going to want to do it, but I'm going to force myself to do it, and every day I'm going to exercise. No, that's painful, and that stresses you out. What I'm going to do is like in the morning when I wake up, having not thought about what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to say, hey, you know what? I should probably exercise. You know what? I feel like exercising today, so I'm going to get myself to exercise, right? And I feel like, it may not happen. I may not get myself to exercise, but if I can try to get myself to just in the moment decide to do something good for myself and something like that, I think like it's a lot better, and it feels a lot better too if like it's like just in the morning, you know what? I feel like exercising this morning. You go do it. Basically, it feels good because you're just out of nowhere. You're like, you know what? I want to do something good for myself. And you just exercise. You had no plan. You're just out of the blue. You just decided to do it. Like that feels good. I think that's a good feeling. It gives you like maybe even better. Well, I think that would be a better feeling than having planned and then done something, right? Saying, okay, I'm going to exercise tomorrow. I exercise tomorrow. Good for me, right? But instead it's like, you know what? I'm just chilling tonight, doing whatever I want tomorrow morning. Oh, you know what? I feel like exercising. And then I think that feels better than having planned it out and executed. But you know what? That's just me. That's just my own personal opinion. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try out. I've already been trying it out. I haven't exercised yet. But that's not like something I'm like forcing myself to do. I feel like I just got to get myself into wanting to have things be better for myself, wanting to exercise not because that's the thing I should do and that's the thing I told myself I would do, but because I generally like find value in exercising, whether it makes me feel better, health, like whether I can like see the reward, like, right? It's like, you know what? I decide I feel like exercising now because I want to in the future feel, healthier, and there's good things about exercising too. Like you can let off stress by exercising and stuff like that. So exercising is one of the things I want to improve on, but I don't have no plan to do it. I'm just going to hope that, I have a want to do it. And, there's other things I hope to do too. and with different things and blah blah blah, blah blah blah. There's so many ways that I just want to improve myself, and I'm sure everyone else wants to improve themselves too. But it's like forcing yourself to, like, here's a plan that I'm not gonna follow. Like, that just kind of sets you up for failure. And I think if you can do cool, good stuff in the moment, then maybe it will lead to a happier, more stress-free life. Because I think stress is probably one of the biggest things in life that can bring you down, that can lead to depression, that can just set you on a bad track. So one of the big things I'm trying to eliminate from my life is stress, and I think I got a good plan, even though the plan is to not have a plan and just kind of get myself to be better just in the moment. But yeah, that's how I feel about New Year's resolution. If you guys, like, remember, this is just for me. This is what I find personally. This is what I'm personally trying out. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I hope it's going to be good. Like, so far, being stress-free has been very nice. And I appreciate what I've done for myself. I think I am being very generous to myself. No, I don't even know what that means. But yeah, if you guys do have New Year's resolutions, leave them in the comments. I know no one's going to watch this, especially not 36 minutes in. No one's listening at this point. If you are, congratulations. You are officially cool. Double hashtag you are cool. You know what? If you listen this far in the video, leave a comment saying, cheese is delicious. And I will know that you made it this far in the video, and I will personally thank you. I'll leave a comment to your comment saying thank you ever so much. If I remember. Hopefully I remember that. We'll have to see. But anyway, I guess that's it. I guess that's all I want to talk about today. Even though a lot of the stuff I wasn't even planning on talking about, especially about the freaking super babies. What? Oh my god. I am crazy. Freaking cheese pie triple 13. It's a new version. No. Double or nothing. Double 13 is the way to be. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cheese Pie Double 13 podcast. I know I did. As crazy as it was. And I hope you stay tuned until the next one, whenever that might come out. Anyway, Cheese Pie Double 13, signing off. Have a great day. Bye.